Right everyone, guess where I am? I set off this morning just after 6 o'clock on my family tree trip to Cambridge and Suffolk. I'm in Suffolk at the moment at a place called WIcken, which I videoed quite a few years, at least 20 years ago now, and it's on an audio cassette with photos. The church isn't open. I've had a wander around there. I'll probably come back a few times and do a few more detailed videos. And there's a little patch there. I didn't know whether Tan had anything put here, because I believe he did live in WIcken. So I might do a little bit of research on him. I might not, 24-hour operation here. Go on, where's that then? Don't know. Oh, do you reckon you saw me do it then? That shit. Oh, stop. Oh, God. Right. I'm in WIcken. I left home today about 6 o'clock. Drove up the M5, the M4, the M25, the M11, the A14, the A11, the A142, and I've got to my destination, but it's not open to 3. But I've arrived here to do family tree research. Now, what's unfortunate about sharing your stuff to Google, I had to cancel something a minute ago, because what I normally like to do is edit my stuff before I share it publicly. And I could be talking about something personal and it's shared straight away. So I had to very, very quickly delete that particular video, because I was talking privately at the time. And I think this is like an overflow car park here. Not sure. This could be for future burials as well up here. There's quite a lot of room. I expect there were more graves here in the past. Now, I was talking about Tan, who was a man I knew, but I knew him as a baby. And basically, I didn't know if they had any sort of memorial in here for him or anything, That's a bit of a worry, because he died in on his motorbike this year. Yeah, he died on his motorbike on the A14, which is a notoriously awful road. People die nearly every day on it. And the M5 is getting nearly as bad as well. Anyway, I had a few stops on the motorway, made sure I was hydrated, had a bit of exercise, stretched my legs, used the facilities, had something to eat, hydrated. And fortunately, there were no traffic jams either. But this is it. This is my family tree trip, everyone. And the reason I've stopped here is because I wanted to. It'll be the first church that I've done this year up this way. And when I get back, when I look at my documents and go online, I'll probably be able to see any links here with right, another little video while I'm at WIcken. I'll probably be popping back here again to study the graves in more detail, especially if I find anyone. But of course, a lot of people back a couple hundred years ago, they wouldn't have had graves. And a lot of the graves here that you see now, when I came 20 years ago, they weren't here. All these weren't here. They weren't dead. These people were still living the last time I came here. Were they? Yeah, they were still alive. This is an older part here. Seen a few nightingales. Yeah, this is an older section here. These are all new. I don't expect hardly any of these were here 20 years ago when I first came. And I've got the, because I can remember it's just really being up there and over there. I'm just having a little browse though, a little scan. A little scan just to see. I don't know what glasses to wear. I think I should really wear my long distance glasses for this, because these ones aren't really doing the job. There's Glenwyn over there. Yeah, I'm just having a little, because you never know if Fletcher might turn out with musk. You just don't know. The musks, don't forget, are very dominant. Well, up in Lincolnshire, and well, no, that was the Fletchers up in Lincolnshire. Sheila's arrived in Suffolk, everyone. And I haven't been inside that church yet. It never seems to be open. Never seems to be open. I'm just having a little browse. Yeah, like I said, I must bring the other glasses. Like I said, whether I come back here or not, I don't know. I mean, this is being done now because I'm waiting to be able to be allowed into where I'm staying. So I thought I just well come and do this this church while I'm waiting. It's always a good idea. You can never be bored if there's a cemetery. Not if you're a family tree. If you're not a family tree person like me. That must be a very small chapel of rest, I would have thought, in there, that little building over there. Now, as we reach the older graves in a minute, we might recognise some names. I've got to make a list of names this evening. You know, because it's not just the main ones, Brooks and Browns. It's associated people through marriage. So there's a Tennyson here. Wonder if she's related to our poet. Clara May Tennyson, who died on 14th of February, Valentine's Day, in 1985, aged 60. Never know, she could be related, couldn't she? To Tennyson. He liked Somerset as well. He's still got his cottage still exists in Clevedon. It still exists. Of course, if people see you wander around the graveyard, sometimes they're suspicious of you. It's really weird, actually. People get very possessive of their graves, which I don't blame them. But there's an awful lot of people like me now looking for their ancestors. Like I said, all these are pretty new. Anyway, I'm not going to keep wasting my video. I'm going to turn off now. The sun's appearing. It's supposed to be a mixture of sun and rain during my trip. But it doesn't really matter. I just go out. I've got my wellies, I've got umbrellas, I've got waterproofs. It doesn't stop a serious family tree person, a bit of rain. Over and out. I just stumbled across this grave of a Wesley. Don't forget, I've got Brooke great aunts who married Wesleys, and this isn't far from Exon. WIcken isn't far from Exon or Lamwade, because that's where my Brooke great aunts lived when they married the Wesleys. In loving memory of William Wesley, who was called home December the 21st, 1943, age 79. It doesn't matter if it's recent, you know, if these could be descendants. Also, Anna Mary, dearly loved wife of the above, called home July the 27th, 1944, age 81, in God's keeping. So that's a Wesley. That rings a bell straight away, you see, because it is so close to church. It's a very busy road, this one. Yeah, it's a very busy road. It just went dead on me when I stood over there to cross the road. So here's the church. I don't even know what it's called. It looks more grey, doesn't it, than brown? I think Ophelia was darker brown in this one. Dear, yeah. And why don't you put your other glasses on? So a quick video of the churchyard. Here we've got Robert Lister, who died February the 3rd, 1878, age 67. He greets you when you come in. There's various stones around the cemetery as well. Yeah. I think I've just seen a deer. Just seen a deer. It must have been down there listening to me, and it's just hopped across the field there. It's a nice picture. I've taken some pictures already. Thought I'd better do the video. It's the first video of the trip. I don't know if this is how you get hold of anyone to look inside, which would be nice. But of course it's not really featured as a main church at the moment in the tree, but things suddenly become more main. Like Ilam, for example. Ilam, which I just used to sort of visit and do a bit of scanning, has become very, very significant now. Ilam has. And I'll be visiting tomorrow. That's first on the list. Ilam, Milden Hall, Barton Mills, a place called not Westow, but West Row. Some old features here, and like I said, it's footstones and gravestones all around the church, abandoned. Don't know much about the church, but I get it online. I know that. You can get it online. I have had a quick look at the graves, but I thought, well, I just as well do this church now as best I can. But a lot of the graves this side, for example, are almost unreadable, really. But if the church had a burial plot, which they do have, if they have burial plots, then you can usually find out. Yeah. I've got churches I want to revisit, like Freckenham, Kennet. I don't know if I'll be able to fit all this in, because I've got to do the Swaffhams. I haven't been there for a long time, and I haven't done the Wilbrams for a long time. Or Bottisham, so how I'm going to pack it all in, I don't know. But I went in here a minute ago, and it's padlocked, but it could be that they open it on a Sunday or something. You know, it says slide to open. So what does that mean? Can you open it? Is it open? Or does it get stuck there? I wouldn't have thought it would open if you've got a bolt there, would you? It says slide to open. No. No. The bolt can't get past that, see? I don't know, it gets past it anyway, because look, it's not attached to there. Let me have a go. Hold on a minute, just turning off.